Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's Jerron Dub. I am back with a brand new video. It's been quite a while since my most previous video. A couple of things actually happened in between that period. Shortly after my last Pro Wrestling Loot video, my apartment flooded, and unfortunately my laptop was damaged, and I actually had to get a new one. So I got my new laptop on last week, but I still have not reinstalled Windows Movie Maker. That's the program that I use to upload my videos from my camera onto YouTube. And I also got a new phone recently, so I figured might as well kind of test this out. And as of right now, I'm very impressed with the video quality. So I may actually do a lot more of these videos on my phone for the time being. But as anyone who's watched my channel over the last year or so is familiar with, I've subscribed to Pro Wrestling Loot. Pro Wrestling Loot is a monthly subscription service sending you the best wrestling goodies anywhere for an awesome price. For $24.99 a month, you get a handcrafted box of wrestling goodies delivered straight to your door. And as you can see, this box is already open. This is the February box, so I've had it for several weeks because I'm just not getting around to doing it. So I did, sneak a peek to see what the items were. So let's just go through and see what Pro Wrestling Loot has to offer. And if you want more information on Pro Wrestling Loot, you can go to their website, prowrestlingloot.com. I believe they have a, you can also look them up on Facebook and Instagram as well. So let's get into it. First off, we have what looks like to be a very high quality shirt. This actually reminds me, wow, Monster. I'm not sure who this is supposed to be. The beard, it reminds me of, I'm thinking, my goodness, WWE, Bludgeon Brothers. It reminds me somewhat of Eric Rowan, but Pro Wrestling Loot, they don't, have shirts of current WWE contracted talent, so it must be a guy on the indie scene. And the only description that I saw on the this card that kind of goes through every item in the box, it says he's one of the biggest monsters of this generation. Braun Strowman, but still, they wouldn't. I don't think Pro Wrestling Loot license, that are allowed to make T-shirts of current WWE talent. But I could be wrong, but in any case, this shirt looks great. I really, if you watched my last month's video, I really love these gray T-shirts. I mean, I have so many just across the board. I love just a good heather gray T-shirt, and I'm actually wearing. Of course, you can't see, but I'm wearing the Kenny Omega Chris Jericho T-shirt that was included in the previous set, and that's more, it was a gray T-shirt as well, just right up my alley, so I will definitely be wearing this. Up next, we have Willie Mack bobblehead, and my wife remarked that she was surprised at how big this figure was. Willie Mack from Lucha Underground, he signed it as well. Pretty nice quality figure. And I was interested to learn that he was trained by relatively young wrestlers. T.J. Perkins, of course, currently in WWE. Joey Ryan and Rocky Romero. Of course, it has his Twitter and Facebook information up there. But very good, high-quality figure to add to my wrestling figure collection. And up next, we have the autograph photo. Every month you get an autographed photograph, signed autograph of a wrestling legend, and this month is Brutus the Barber Beefcake. Brutus Beefcake, best known for his time in WWE during the 80s and early 90s. He was very good friends, very close to Hulk Hogan, and he also had a run in WCW using a lot of different gimmicks. So nice quality photo. I like the yellow backdrop, and I will definitely be adding that to the collection. I'm not going to lie and say that I'm, was ever a Brutus Beefcake fan. I was never a fan of his by any means, but it is a nice photo. And there was something. Oh yeah, there was something on this. Let's see what else. Looked like there were some trading cards. So let's see what we have. We have some New Japan cards. I'm not sure who this is, but I should know it. How much I follow New Japan. IWGP Junior Tag Team Champion. I know who this is. Hiroki Goto. Longtime star in New Japan Pro Wrestling. It actually was in the finals of the 2016 G1 Climax against no, was it the finals? I think yeah. He and Kenny Omega were in the finals of the 2016 G1, if I'm correct. Samoa Joe, Samoan Submission Machine. And a really nice card. Tetsuya Naito from G1 Climax 25. I like that. Those are pretty nice cards. Gotta add those in my card notebook with my other wrestling trading cards. And last but not least, we have oh wow, one of my all-time favorites. I love these pins they have every month. They're so detailed and they're just cool, and they're in that kind of, this is a that Simpson style Bret Hart. Of course, Bret Hart needs no introduction. He is the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. One of my favorite wrestlers of all time. So always glad to have some more Bret merchandise. I really am going to come into work one day. And I actually work with a pretty big wrestling fan. We go back and forth on different topics about wrestling. It's a female, and I'm just going to come into work one day with some of these wrestling pins on my dress shirts and just see how she responds. I'm sure she's going to love them, but this is pretty cool. I love it. So that is the February Pro Wrestling Loot Crate. Willie Mack signed bobblehead figure. Brutus the Barber Beefcake signed autograph photo. Samoa Joe trading cards, some New Japan Pro Wrestling trading cards, and a pretty great monster t-shirt. And I am still trying to figure out who the wrestler is. So, but nonetheless, I mean, this is a great deal. As I said earlier, Pro Wrestling Loot for $24.99 a month. You get all of this wrestling goodness delivered straight to your door. I mean, if you're paying for all of this, if you were to order all these items separately on eBay, you would be paying at least maybe somewhere in the late $30s to $40 range for just all these items. So great deal. The website is right here on the box if you're interested in signing up. www.prowrestlingloot.com. I highly recommend it to any wrestling fan if you're curious about getting into the Loot Crate. I won't say Loot Crate business, but so many different wrestling websites have Loot Crate boxes. WWE, they actually have one, the Slam Crate. I think there's the Pro Wrestling Box, and then of course Pro Wrestling Loot, and just across the board there are anime loot boxes if you're into that, and just so pretty much any hobby that you can think of, they have a Loot Crate more than likely. So give it a try. If you don't like it, you can cancel it. But 9 times out of 10, if you're like me, you're going to love it and want to keep it up. And it's also just a great tool to build up your wrestling merchandise collection. If you're like me, I'm a wrestling collector, so I just love collecting anything about the history of this business. So this is all this stuff goes on my shelves or in my boxes, my collection. So it's just great. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Hope you all have a great rest of the weekend and have a great week coming up. And I will talk to you again after a while.